Hello, my name's Larry, and I just want to show you what I reckon is the best motorhome in the world. This is a Toyota Hilux. It's a 1996 Hilux, and on the back is a camper. Believe it or not, it's a slide-on camper that's removable. So first, I'll just show you the vehicle. It's done about 280,000 kilometres, which is pretty low mileage for a vehicle that age. It's pretty hard to get a vehicle that will satisfy every requirement, but I reckon this has come as close as you can possibly get. So we've got a 2.8 litre diesel. It's a 4-cylinder. It's very economical. It returns about 9 litres per 100 kilometres. It's still a 5-seater vehicle. It's small. It's not a big cumbersome motorhome. It's got low profile. You can still duck into the car parks of the supermarkets and underground, and it comfortably sleeps too. We've got 2 kayaks on the roof. We've got 2 bicycles on the back. If you remove the camper, which you can do in about 20 minutes, it becomes a utility. So combined with 4-wheel drive, it's also fitted with diff locks. I'll show you those in a minute. It's fitted with a long-range fuel tank. It does about 1,000 kilometres minimum on a tank of fuel. It's got a snorkel for negotiating deep water. If you come in a bit closer, we've got awnings. This is a big awning, comes out 3 metres. This is a small awning, comes out about 2 metres. It gives you sort of instant cover if you just want to make a sandwich or it's raining and you want some shelter from rain or from sun. You can pull that out in 2 minutes. Here's a table, instant table. This is our kitchen. We're actually on a trip at the moment, which is why the car's so dirty. We've just come across the Great Victoria Desert, so we've been on the road for about 2.5 months right now. I don't know if you can see in the daytime, but there's a LED light up here, which is pretty bright even in the day, but at night time it gives you awesome light, and that's a little switched on just in here. 12-volt power. And on the back we've got bicycles, 2 bicycles. They're very dirty at the moment. We've just driven through a lot of mud and rain. It looks quite precarious, but it's really practical. As you can see, it doesn't foul. It gives you a good departure angle. If you're off-road, you don't have to worry about these. You can thunder over corrugated roads, and these bikes are not going to move. This is rock solid. I can shake the whole car from here. So 2 bikes on the back. You don't have to worry about them. But also, if you want to use them, you can use them in about 30 seconds. So these haven't been off for a while, as you can tell. So there's a bike ready to go. I don't know, there's a lot of systems where you'll spend half an hour trying to build your bike and get it ready to ride. Just here, I don't know if you can see, is a little reverse camera. So that works really well. Don't have to come in too close. We've got a solar panel down the bottom there. We're running a little 12-volt fridge inside, and that's plenty just to keep the battery topped up. We've got a little spare battery in there. I'll just show you opening the camper. And just bear in mind as I'm doing this that we're not editing the film at all. This is one shot. You're not seeing splices and dissolves and things. So this is real time in what's involved in setting up the camper. So in the back here we keep the chairs, which are easy to get at. There's lots of spare room in here for emergencies if you want to carry extra gear, but we've got a lot of luggage compartment underneath here. And to open up, so if you want to just come back around and have a look inside. So a lot of campers will tell you that they can set their campers up in 5 minutes, and you'll see them often in the motor shows and the caravan parks, caravan shows. 5 minutes is a really long time. If it's pouring with rain or you got a million mosquitoes biting you, 5 minutes is a really long time. And when they tell you 5 minutes, it's not 5 minutes. 5 minutes is like the basics, and then there's another 10 minutes of guy ropes and pegging and doing something else. This is ready to go right now. And not only that, most of the sort of minute it just took me to set up, I was inside, undercover. So if it was pouring with rain, I was outside for what, like 10 seconds. So that's that bed there is a little bit over 2 meters long. I think it's about 1.6, 1.5 wide. It's about the size of a normal regular double bed. However, and that's fine most of the time, but if you like a bigger bed, which we do, we can do this. Before I do that, I'll just show you there's a little table here. So if you want to cook inside, if you want to play cards, you can. As you just saw, you can stand up. In the corner here there's a TV, DVD player. There's an antenna that clips on the roof, goes very high. You'll see LED lights, reading lights underneath here. It's a bit hard to see in the daytime, but they're pretty bright. And up at top we've got more LEDs. So these use very little power, and I dare say you could leave them on for months and it's not going to flatten your battery. So if you want a bigger bed, and this is a king size, so I can convert this to a king size bed. So excuse my back, just go out a little bit so you can. This is a king size bed. Really comfortable. Yeah, what can I say? Lots of ventilation. So here you can see a plastic window. If it's cold and raining but you still want light, you can have that. If you want the fly screen, you can have a fly screen. And then if you want privacy, or just to keep the light out, you can zip it right up. 100% waterproof, we don't get any water in here at all. We've got a little system here, so we can just be halfway in between the king size and the double bed, so you can still easily get in and out. Underneath here we've got a bit over 30 litres of water. This is a water tank here. We can't waste too much at the moment because we're a long way from fresh water. Just to show you the awnings. So this is if you just want a little bit of shelter, quick and easy. You don't need any guy rope. So this is a Fiamma awning, made in Italy. It's really good. So I should mention the camper itself was built about 10 years ago, and it's done lots of trips around Australia, through the deserts, Tasmania, Cape York, and it's just indestructible. It's put up with everything. It's really designed for hot weather. So there's the first awning. I should mention too, if you come around here and just have a look in between the camper and the car, you can see we've got two MaxTrax recovery tracks inside here. So they're really easy just to slide in out, good easy spot to get it. So just stick them under the wheels if you get stuck. But if you come around this side, I'll show you inside. So that's our vehicle inside. Yeah, 5-speed manual. So this is the reverse camera screen up here. So that's makes reversing, takes the guesswork out of reversing. And then we've got diff locks, front and rear diff locks, which make a big difference to when you need them. Two kayaks on the roof, really easy to get on and off. You can pull them off in 2 minutes, go kayaking. And as you can see, we can open the roof of the camper without the need to pull the kayaks off the roof. And we've just got one more awning if you want a lot of shade, a lot of shelter. We might just get Hannah to help me with this one, so I'll just put this on the tripod so you can see us. The big one's a bit hard to set up on your own, but it is possible. So, what can I tell you? That's a great use of space with without having a really big vehicle that's too big to get down the tracks and onto the sand, onto the beaches like this one. Just underneath here we've got 9 of these big plastic tubs. So all our food and there's a stove. I think we get carried away with stoves. Here's one that's upside down. So you don't need big gas tanks and all that sort of thing. We've got a solar panel, as I mentioned, keeping things charged. And just so you can see, there's hatches all around. When the camper is closed, it's still very easy to get at all your things, even when the camper's closed. And also, it's easy to get at all your things when you're inside the camper. So there's these doors open underneath. You can still get at things. And also, if you lift the mattress up, the floor, there's little hatches in the floor here, so you can get at everything in the floor. Yeah, notice a guitar on the ceiling there. We like to have a guitar with us. It's not a burden, it's not in the way or anything. And there it is. That's the camper.